everybody, and welcome to the 2022 Solomon Center Open. Big Yeet James here in the building with my co-commentator, Kramer Ritchie. I had to do it for him this time.
Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you.
So, got a stacked field here today. Hope you guys are ready to enjoy the amazing tournament that we have here.
Yeah, good event. I'm looking forward to it every year. So looking forward to seeing this lead card, feature card.
It's always a fun time at the Solomon Center Open. So it's we're in for a trip. Definitely in for a trip. So
checking out our lead card here.
Thunder Schultz, the man himself, mustache and thunder hat on as usual.
Our boy, Team Counterspin.
Yep, and Discmania.
Silas, check him out on the latest OTB skins and on tour in general.
Boy is killing it right now. Ramblin', scramblin', bamblin', Randy Noble, the man himself too. Shooting hot this year.
Old Brister, Mississippi guy, tons of game.
The Sauce Man.
The Sauce Man, I didn't remember the name. And your local famous bird watcher, Dennis Clutter. Look,
the
he
bird
left
man.
No surprise about that. The shorts too, good
Dude,
Lord.
the shirt is amazing. All right, hole one, 202 feet, a little bit downhill action here. And you have the water right behind it, probably about, what, 40 feet, I think?
Yeah, if not a little longer, but for this card, it'll most likely be out of play. It's kind of a straight shot or a little chip forehand hyzer.
Pretty fast green. We got Thunder up first.
Thunder with an old beat-up tactic, doing the slip slide.
Oh, the stump skip. Puts it right outside circle.
You'll see that happen, and all that pine straw is just sliding at Solomon. That'll be a theme
Yeah,
here.
lots of pine straw.
I think this is a P2 out of Silas.
Oh, it's going to sit. Don't you worry, bud. Oh, yeah.
Randy, I want to say putter, maybe a maiden here. Yep, flying like a maiden.
Oh, he's hunting. Just a little low. What a great shot. This is what we've been waiting for, the sauce.
The look at the sidearm, too. I want to say that's a little straighter than he'd like, but circle's edge.
Yeah, he's still putting. Got a thumber.
This is a play I haven't seen.
Ooh, first tree.
This is a putt you'd like not to have on this hole, being 200 feet.
Right at the water.
But he'll make do. You're going to see a lot of that out of Thunder.
Yeah, dude's a birdie machine.
Dead
I think last year he
straight
shot,
spin
what,
putter.
19 the first round? Or second round?
I don't
19 down,
remember.
first,
Thunder wound up taking it last year. Thunder
Yeah.
wound up being your winner at the 2021 Solomon Center Open. Little soft for Silas.
Soft sigh. Not only can Alex throw some saucy shots, but he can putt soft.
Yeah, very solid putter.
Randy in for the bird, too.
Dude, those shorts are amazing.
You gotta love them.
Dennis is a guy in a costume most tournaments.
Yes.
Love it.
Yes. Hole 2, 256. Got to weave in and out of the pine trees here. Your basket's going to be tucked in this little clump of them right here by the water. Most people play the forehand. Some people play the turnover mid-range.
There's also a play where you can kind of hang it out over the water on the right side of this fairway and fade it back in, but
Very treacherous.
It's a little, yeah, it's a little tougher than it needs to be, really. For this card, it's just going to be a easy sidearm in.
Forehand frenzy. Little stop from the tree.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Might even stopped him from skipping into the water there. Or the ace run.
I want to say this is a Firebird.
Doesn't like it, but he's going to end up right by the basket.
Nice sit.
Even Alex got the shirt on, man. I like it.
That's more the shape you're looking for. And parked.
Was it Silas's splice?
I don't know. I think this is an FD3 actually. It looks like one of those glow FD3s he likes.
A little early on the Guardians there. Here's the backhand I was talking about.
Kind of a flippy putter here. I believe that's his Envy. Doesn't get it over, and that's what you get. A death putt.
Long bid.
Do it.
Oh my gosh. What a run. Here comes the zoom. Hate to see it.
Yep. This is one, well, I say that. Most of this course are one of those holes you feel like you have to get. This is kind of one of those
Good putt
must
from
birdie
Silas.
tracks. You know, so leaving those 250-foot holes on the table kind of stings.
Right in the center for the bird.
Easy money.
Jeez, man, those shorts.
If you're a straddle putter, though, it looks like it's, you know, freeing. Gives you that range of mobility.
Yeah. Nice hot summer day. Need to cool off a little
Nice
bit.
hot summer day. And it sure was, man. Did you play Solomon this year?
I did not play Solomon
I
this
was
year.
there. It was hot. It was hot. We had weather looming the whole time. Hold 3, this is another one of those. You could attack a couple different ways. Personally like this dead straight sort of putter mid-range shot. There's also a couple lines on the left side here you can throw. Sort of a fairway driver for most people's sidearm. Slide it on up on this pine straw. Looking for the birdie.
Biggest thing to worry about is the skip on the left-hand side. So we'll see if anybody has the long skip with the pine straw.
Yeah, that hill runs away from you. You kind of want to put it down well outside of the circle and let gravity drag it back in. Something like that.
Yep, just like that. What a pure shot. Right down the good.
It's like that same putter he was using on hole 1. Similar shape.
Those are P2, right?
I believe that's a P2 out of Silas, yeah.
It's a,
And yeah, that'll work.
I think that's a frozen gnome stamp for any of the people that played in that tournament a while back.
It's a good looking shot, especially with the skip.
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
yeah.
I like how wide Thunder took it to play the little slope to the green there. Is he planning on throwing the wide hyzer?
I can't tell what he's looking at here. He's looking up, though.
Nope, just down the middle.
Just a flippy putter. And that plays. So everybody's kind of got to look for the bird here. You'd expect to see that. Especially these first 4 or 5 holes are kind of all ones you want to start out hot with.
Maybe rush that one a little.
Little miscue.
You know Alex is going to be in when he's that close. Anywhere inside or right outside the circle, that man does not miss.
You shouldn't have said that.
I've played a
I don't
lot
know
of
what the rest
tournaments
of
with
this
him.
round looks like, but you just put some commentary voodoo on him.
Commentary what?
Voodoo.
Oh. Thought you might have said commentary.
You can blame James, Alex.
Doo-doo.
Randy and Alex with the 100% start. Looking good. Everybody's favorite hole at Solomon Center. That's a joke, but it's a
It's a dinker.
it's a tinker. It's tricky though, because you could throw something stable on the right side, sort of check up that distance. You got water right behind the pin here, and it falls downhill pretty quick. So
The slope with all the leaves that fell make it very, very fast.
I kind of like what it looks like Randy's lining up here. Just a little slidey shot right down the middle and low with something that's going to check up before it gets too wet.
Oh, it's a jump putt.
Still plays, slide it up. Well,
A little short.
yeah.
What a stop.
That was probably a savior
What an
post
absolute
right
stop.
there.
You know you've reached full disc golf potential when you're jump putting 190-foot holes.
Yeah, well, what's more is he used his putting putter for that.
Well, for Silas, I mean, anything
You might as well.
inside 350 is just a putt.
You might as well. This is that hyzer play. Something stable. Fade in, check up on that distance. It's a little wider than you like, I think, but probably circle's edge right there.
This is a scary putt.
Yeah, I'm not putting that either.
Yeah, a good decision there from Ramblin' Bamblin'. What a bird from
Yeah, there
Dennis.
he goes. Cleans up the putt a little bit after hole 3.
Very uncharacteristic.
You
Should
hate
have
to
waited
see
to
it.
that.
You hate to see it. He'll brush it off. Lots of birdies to be had out here.
Yes. Would you say this is a birdie or die course?
For this this caliber of MPO field, absolutely. Other divisions, maybe not so much.
All right, hole 5, 238 feet. It's a pretty straightforward hole. You got a lot of the trees on the left here. Most people are taking a straight to hyzer skip play with a basket that's tucked up in the trees to the left. Some people play the forehand that I've seen through the woods. Very, very
I don't know that
demanding
I've seen
shot.
that one.
But most people are just going to throw the hyzer and get the skip up to the basket.
Brister looks like he could also be on just the regular old PGA tour with that fit today.
From what I understand, I think Alex does play ball golf.
Ball golf?
Yeah. And I heard he's pretty good at it.
I wouldn't doubt it.
It's a little inside.
Yeah, that's an early release. Fortunate on the kick. Sometimes you catch those trees on the left, which are still like a full 60, 70 feet from the water, and you'll just get that brittle kick to the pond on your right.
It's definitely a tough hole, especially with the tree that's down there towards the end, as Dennis just peers it down there. If you throw the hyzer a little too high, you end up catching up some of those limbs there.
Yeah, and it kind of baits you into crashing in late. You don't need that. That inside line that Dennis took is kind of the most natural shape for a hyzer to get a slide to wind up pretty close to this pin. Sort of a beefy tactic out of Silas, and that looks to be money.
Last year, if you go back and watch the commentary, I don't know if anybody remembers, but we were warming up for the first round, and Silas just decides on his first throw for warming up to skip it in and ace it this hole.
Did he?
Yeah. Little high and right. Thunder pushing a little long, but think that tree got in his head a little bit.
I don't know. It could have. Might just be one of those hot round, sweaty hand scenarios.
See,
But yeah, most days that's
what
going
did I tell you
in.
about Alex? Man can't miss.
Don't I know it? Brister was part of a team that spanked me and James last time we played a doubles event.
Yeah, the Gingers definitely got snapped on that doubles tournament. Hole 6, 303 feet. What a dangerous hole this is. You have the small gap that you see to the middle of the screen there between the two pines that are kind of bent. Some people opt for the forehand, but most people are throwing the backhand through that gap, trying to let it slide right down to the basket, and hopefully not go in the water that's 10, 15 feet by the basket there.
Yeah, and sloping that way.
Yeah, definitely a tough hole for sure. See what the sauce man can do. Little wide. Just caught the last
Yeah, you're
pine
either
tree to
going
get
for that
free.
gap in the middle or like just to the right of those 4 or 5 trees that he was playing with. There's another wider gap, kind of contending with the water more, but this just doesn't look like it flips enough for what he was hoping for.
Oh, he's threading the needle.
Yeah, you'll take that.
What a shot. Oh boy, another needle thread there.
Yeah,
Thanks.
they called it the Randy route. Yeah, I think that's a mutant out of
Yeah, it's pretty stable.
Thunder.
So.
It looks stable.
I know he's got about 50 other methods, so maybe it's
They're
just a
all
random
blue
one.
too.
Oh no.
going to take a long putt, that's kind of the best angle at it, just so you're not looking at the water.
Exactly.
I think that was a layup, though.
Yeah, definitely a layup.
This is not a layup, though.
Oh,
Sit.
my.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Conservative bid, hoping to just kind of drop it on the bucket, but
Wow. Staring death in the face.
kind of a good catch, too.
Yeah,
But
very
you'll
good
take
catch.
it every time.
Sal's tapping in his bird. Bogey clean up with another one there. Alex tossing his par in.
Hole 7. Terrifying. I mean, just look at it. I'm kidding. This is of the easier holes on the track. You basically got a straight shot, uphill 200 feet. What else can you say? Some people go sidearm up the hill. You got a little road to contend with, but generally speaking, this is
You do have the road to worry about a little bit.
yeah. It's probably 25, 30 off the pin on the right, but being this short, this is one you're going to get most times. Justice out of Randy. He's going with the sidearm route. Little flexor. It's a good way to keep it from going too right. And yeah, that's all you got to do.
Textbook, people. Textbook.
And that's kind of the path most traveled with good reason.
Good skip for Alex there. Puts him inside circle.
Yeah, and even amongst cards like mine with a bunch of chumps, this is often star framed. Not a guarantee, nothing is, but I
D
think
nice
these
sliding right up behind the basket.
D nice.
Putter from Thunder here.
Yep. And as you'd expect, we're looking at a star frame. If this is the furthest putt, yeah. Yeah, and that's kind of where, at least for the front half of this track, the gimmies end. Hole 6 can be a little tricky, but for the most part, so far through this track, you're looking at a bunch of, I mean, Brister 6 down. You know,
Yeah.
that's kind of what you'd expect out of guys of this caliber.
Randy's right behind him at 5 down, so.
Yep.
Nice little star frame there. Jingle the chains at home if you want to. We're not doing it here on Counterspin. Hole 8, 281 feet. Another gap to hit on this course. Lots of trees in the way here. You can see the fairways clearly in the middle. A lot of people are taking the forehand down the middle, something that's going to flatten up, skip down to the basket, or nice little turnover, something that flips late at the end. And a lot of people opt for the forehand wide route by the road.
There's a bunch of, you know, this is just one of those with enough trees in the way you can kind of carve your own path. There's a wide hyzer route with like a mid-range I've seen too, even a flex line up the middle. You're really just hoping to miss the 1,000 trees between you and the bucket. And you kind of got to do something like Randy does here if you go that wide hyzer route. Something stable enough to like catch its edge and skip right. Because from the road to that basket, it's a full 120 feet. Like it really travels right. Or, you know, put it on a steeper angle like that.
Look at the roll. Not where he wanted to be, but he's still putting.
It's going to be a tough putt, but this will probably be that straight shot. It's like a baby turnover, and you're just kind of hoping to slide it.
That's it. Come on, Mick.
That's the gap, but that turns a little more than you'd like. And
Tough
trees be trees sometimes.
Why be trees?
Man, I don't know.
They just be.
They just be.
The route less traveled. The highs are out.
Yeah. Oh.
Just hung up by the
Kind of
legs.
fortunate, too. You hit that gravel, it's, you know, chunky. You never know what the reaction's going to be like, really.
Little meat left there. I'm sure he'll make it. Alex with a long bid. Thunder as well. Oh, just over the top. Oh no.
You hate to have more of a putt for bogey than you had for par. And it just gets tougher.
Good two from Randy. I think he's taking a stroke on everybody.
On this hole for sure. I haven't played with Randy myself, but game's looking solid, and you know, with the exception of a couple, not even mistakes. You know, he hasn't really made mistakes.
Yeah,
but
he's
you know,
he's
hole
right there
four
with
kind of
Alex
got a little
now,
shorter
so.
than you'd like. So
Hole 9, 244 feet. Would you look at that? Some more trees to throw through. The main gap that a lot of people are taking, the one that you see the drone flying through here, something that's going to skip up at the end towards the basket in front of those guardians. Some people even take the forehand, something that's going to flex around the left-hand side, but most people are throwing the hyzer at it.
yeah, job number one really is to get right on the outside of that sort of leaning green tree right there in the middle. The wide gap here plays too. The rest, you're just kind of hoping to miss all those trees near to the bucket.
Yep, right through the guardians. Oh, almost taking out the cameraman. Shout out to the cam crew for getting all this.
Yeah, I
video.
think that was Nick down there in the danger zone. This is a zone out of Brister. I think it's a good
Stable
disc
little fella.
choice, but yeah, it hooked up on him a little earlier than you'd like.
Another blue disc. We don't know if it's a mutant or it looks like a mutant.
This is a mutant. Just look at all that angle he puts it on. If you buy a mutant,
Oh my gosh.
it won't fly like that. Just disclaimer.
Unless you give it the thunder treatment where you slam it on the concrete 50 times. Fresh.
That
out
one
the
probably
box.
hasn't even had the thunder treatment. He just throws that frisbee everywhere.
Good shot from Dennis.
Yeah, you'll take that. Would have liked to slide at the bucket, but 20-footer on any hole is just fine.
Oh, with the stepper.
Yeah, that was clean. Good catch,
Some
too.
might say it was saucy. Oh, the replay. Look at that. He just walked it in even before he left his hand. The man's a goat at stepping.
Yeah, he's got a nice spin. Nice spin putt, little nose up, nice and flat.
There's the sigh we know.
Yeah, not a super long putt, but that goes a long way in the putting confidence for the rest of your round, getting that 30-footer out of the way when you're having woes early. Some woes had here by Randy.
Whew, man, what a tough putt.
This is a fun hole, hole 10. It's kind of downhill. I don't believe the water behind this pin was playing OB this year. I think this was playing casual. But yeah, just a sort of mid-range, maybe putter hyzer. You can go straight at it. Some people opt for the sidearm just to kind of check up on that hill. The grass is usually long enough to just stick, though. Most people kind of play over the levee or dead straight at it and try and drop it.
Yeah, the overflow pipe is pretty cool, picturesque.
Yeah. So I was opting for the straight at it route, and that wind kind of got a hold of it.
Yeah, the wind does come into factor on this levee hole.
And generally speaking, if it goes over that fence, you might as well kiss it goodbye.
Yeah, because it's thick back there.
This is sort of the play you see out of most folks, just kind of straight over the levee and let the stability in the hill drag it back down there. He's going to have a 15-footer, 10-footer.
Silas stamp splice?
I think so. Either that or one of those mutants.
Definitely a splice. What a shot.
I think this is that flippy putter we keep seeing out of Dennis. Probably going to go more the direct route.
Got a good little drag down the hill there. He should be fine.
That's what you're looking for, maybe minus 5 feet of height. I would have got him all the way down there. It's always weird putting directly at your gallery.
Yeah. Randy's
yeah.
like, let me show you how this is done, young man.
You just got the water flow to zen out that putt.
Super zen.
Deservedly.
Another instant replay. What a catch.
I like the idea to take the knee there and just make it a little less downhill. Doesn't really look like it on this film, but
Look how happy he is.
even if you're only 30, 40 feet up that hill, you feel like you're just putting off a cliff. Oh, yeah.
What a par save. Oh my goodness.
And there's that putting confidence we were talking about. I mean, couple short misses early, and that first 30-footer to go in carries you till the next one.
Yeah.
Till the next one,
Till
you
the next
smack
one.
the cage on.
Good birdie cleanups there from Thunder and Alex. And Dennis cleaning up his par. All right, farewell to the short holes. Hole 11, 420 feet. Uphill shot here to the levee. A lot of people are taking the placement shot to the bench there that you see on the left. and some people are running the putt from the bench. Some guys can make it up through the gap, though.
I'm just hoping to see that roller play Thunder used last year.
Yeah, there's a couple of roller shots that you can see get down.
Yeah, but for guys with this arm speed, you can take a big rip with a stable disc towards that right gap over that bench you saw. I think that's kind of the idea behind Brister's shot there. He didn't get quite higher or low, high or right enough. But here's that roller play.
Your wish has been granted.
Last year, he just parked this thing with this roller. Which, for pedestrians like myself, just
Oh my goodness.
borderline annoying. That didn't get over for him, but
He's still fighting.
he's on that left side, so he's probably got a clear look at the pin. Probably going to be about 70, 80 feet, though.
Here's the forehand play to the left gap.
This is a crush of a forehand if he's trying to get up there.
He's got it. Randy's definitely
Really?
got the forehand power. A little short, but he'll have a long bit at it.
Yeah, and really you could play this a couple ways. Silas will probably go for it. Thunder's obviously trying with that roller, but for the rest
Silas
of
is
us,
just going to throw his mini here.
for the rest of us, we're just kind of looking to get our 3 and move on.
Oh my goodness.
This looks good.
Jeez. Oh my god. Get out of here.
Dude,
Go home.
if that skips in, you get the albatross.
Would have been an ace, brother.
And an albatross. I wouldn't imagine we're going to see a bid. Yeah. Layup, and that's all you need.
Just a couple of full,
Birdies are birdies. And whatever he said.
Oh.
Yeah, that patch in the middle is a pain for most folks that play this hole. He's probably trying to get around the outside of that.
But the crazy thing is, even with coming up that short and hitting the tree on the upshot, still got to look at birdie.
Thunder's got the spinner for this. Let's see what happens. Oh, do it.
Oh my gosh. So close.
Oh, brutal. You hate to see it.
Left side. Easy bird for Thunder.
Silas still hasn't taken his second shot.
That's absurd.
Yeah, it's bordering on annoying.
Good bird for
But
Dennis.
hey, if you got it, you got the eagle.
Eagle. Birding this hole kind of makes you feel bad.
At least for these guys, for sure. I'll take a birdie every time. Hole 12. You see it. It's straight. You got a fence on the left that obviously you're trying to stay inside of. You basically want to go the full 280 straight and then skip right. It doesn't go right much. You're just kind of on the right side of this tunnel. Something like that. That brush long gets kind of brutal, so if you go long, you want to stay in that tunnel on the left.
There is some wonky shots I see people pull out, which is the backhand roller.
Backhand
And they
roller
ride
plays.
the fence the whole way.
And that's the thing. Some of these sidearms too, you'll get like a, unless it wants to jump up on the fence, like this might do it. Little wall ride. Nope, that's just gonna be a park job.
Little flash of the basket there, almost. Heel.
I think this is a FD3 or a PD2 out of Thunder.
Oh my gosh. If that doesn't give you the pucker factor, I don't know what else will.
It's almost like they have the same last name.
Must run in the family.
Let's see that sidearm you're talking about. Oh, the flex,
It's super smooth.
especially high, is kind of sketchy with that fence, but nothing sketchy about that result. Is that upside down?
It is.
It's upside down. No, it's not. Just a buttery biscuit.
One of those translucent discs.
I thought I saw his thumb on the inside of the rim, but anyway. Likely a raptor.
Oh, what a good roll.
Yeah, you'll take that. And stay in that tunnel there, you got some kind of putt. Looks to be about 40. Lining up another stepper.
That boy's stepping. Just a
He knew
little
it.
left.
He knew it. High and left. These baskets don't really catch well high and left.
Nice.
Yeah. Good putt.
Great bird for Dennis.
Yeah, a couple in a row, get him back on track.
Oh, yeah.
Especially going into hole 13. You're going to want one of those.
Par's fine when you're 8 down
Yeah.
through 12.
Woo!
Just over the hill.
You'll take it.
Nothing like some good old nub
I'm
action.
sure he doesn't love it, but
Thunder just looks the part out in these woods, man.
that's right. Dundee Dundee.
Easy bird from Randy there. All right, well, that wraps up the front 12 for the 2022 Solomon Center Open. We got Randy at 9 down, blistering 9 down, Alex at 8 down, Silas at 7 down, Thunder at 6, and Dennis chucking along at the 3 there. So it's a crazy front
And
12.
like 70 some odd holes to go, so who
Yeah.
cares, right?
So there's a lot more in store for y'all. So if you like it, stay tuned for the next round.
See y'all then.